immigration from Mexico. Mexico doesn't want illegal immigration from Guatemala. It's a smaller country. It's a poorer country.
Imagine losing your job tomorrow. Could you survive? Discover how Sarah, Tom, and others built financial resilience with strategies that shielded them from life's toughest blows. Don't wait until it's too late. Your financial freedom starts now. Emergency Fund. Once upon a time in 2023, Sarah, a young professional, found herself facing an unexpected challenge when her company went through a sudden downsizing. Many of her colleagues were let go, including Sarah. At first, she was devastated. But then, Sarah remembered the advice she'd heard from financial experts like Dave Ramsey and Oprah Winfrey, who both emphasized the importance of having an emergency fund. Sarah had been saving a small portion of her paycheck every month, building a cushion that she thought was just for small emergencies. Little did she know, it would be her lifeline in such turbulent times. Thanks to her emergency fund, Sarah was able to cover her bills and living expenses without falling into debt while she searched for a new job. By January 2024, Sarah had found a new role and was more financially resilient than ever. She had learned a valuable lesson that many successful people, including Warren Buffett, often preach: always be prepared for the unexpected. Budgeting. In 2023, John, a father of two, faced a challenging financial situation. His job was stable, but with rising expenses and some unexpected costs, he began to feel stressed. He remembered hearing from financial influencers like Suze Orman and Shark Tank's Mark Cuban about the importance of budgeting. Determined to take control, John sat down and created his first real budget. He tracked every dollar, cutting unnecessary expenses like subscriptions and dining out. It wasn't easy, but by March 2024, John had already noticed a difference. His savings were growing, and he had more confidence in his financial future. John realized that budgeting wasn't just about limiting his spending. It was about prioritizing his family's needs and planning for the future. He felt inspired, knowing that with the right mindset and a solid plan, he could weather any financial storm, just like the successful entrepreneurs he admired. Debt repayment. In 2022, Emma was drowning in credit card debt. Her bills kept piling up, and she didn't know how to get out. After listening to advice from financial experts like Dave Ramsey and Ellen DeGeneres, Emma decided it was time to make a change. She started by tackling the highest interest debt first, following the debt snowball method. Slowly but surely, Emma chipped away at her debt, making sacrifices along the way. She cut back on non-essentials and found extra ways to bring in income, like freelancing. By November 2023, Emma had paid off her credit cards and felt a huge weight lifted off her shoulders. She learned that tackling debt was not only about the money, it was about gaining control over her life. Emma's story became an inspiration to her friends, reminding them that no matter how overwhelming debt seems, there's always a way out with discipline and determination. Multiple incomes. In 2023, Michael, a freelance graphic designer, faced a tough month. His regular clients were slow to pay, and he was worried about making ends meet. He recalled a conversation with Oprah Winfrey, who often spoke about the power of diversifying income streams to secure financial stability. Determined to change his situation, Michael began exploring other ways to make money. He started an online course teaching design basics and began investing in small stocks. By January 2024, his side projects were generating consistent income, easing his financial stress. Michael realized that relying on just one income source was too risky. By diversifying, he had not only protected his financial future, but had also created more opportunities for growth. Inspired by success stories of people like Elon Musk and Jay-Z, Michael now confidently handles any financial challenges that come his way. Smart investments. In 2021, Lily, a young entrepreneur, was eager to grow her wealth but didn't know where to start. After attending a webinar by Warren Buffett and Robert Kiyosaki, she learned the importance of long-term, smart investing. Lily decided to start small, investing in low-cost index funds and real estate. She followed the advice to avoid quick-fix investments and focused on steady, consistent growth. By 2023, her investments began to pay off, and she could see her wealth steadily growing. Lily knew that patience was key to financial success. Inspired by the stories of Mark Zuckerberg and Rihanna, she understood that wealth doesn't happen overnight. With her smart investment strategy, Lily now felt secure, knowing her financial future was in her hands, ready for whatever challenges came her way. Insurance protection. In 2022, Tom, a small business owner, faced a wake-up call when a fire severely damaged his shop. Thankfully, he had invested in comprehensive insurance coverage, which covered the majority of the repair costs. He had always remembered the advice of Oprah Winfrey, who often emphasized the importance of having the right insurance to protect your assets. Tom had health, life, and property insurance in place, which gave him peace of mind during the crisis. While others without proper coverage struggled, Tom was able to rebuild his business quickly without going into debt. By early 2023, his business was back on track, and Tom realized the true value of insurance. He learned that while it's easy to overlook, having the right protection is crucial for long-term financial stability, just like the successful entrepreneurs he admired, including Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson. Financial literacy. In 2023, Alex, a young college graduate, was excited to start his career but felt overwhelmed by managing his finances. He didn't know much about budgeting, investing, or saving for the future. One day, he came across a podcast by Dave Ramsey and Brené Brown, who both stressed the importance of financial literacy. Alex decided to take action. He read books, listened to podcasts, and attended financial workshops. By March 2024, he had a solid understanding of money management. He created a budget, started investing, and even set up an emergency fund. Alex realized that financial literacy wasn't just about knowing how to manage money. It was about making informed choices that would lead to a secure future. Inspired by the financial wisdom of people like Warren Buffett and Melinda Gates, Alex felt empowered and ready to take control of his financial life. Financial review. In 2023, Sarah, a mid-level manager, realized her financial goals weren't aligning with her current lifestyle. After reading advice from Suze Orman and Elon Musk, she understood the importance of regularly reviewing her finances to stay on track. Sarah took the time to assess her budget, debts, investments, and savings. She found areas where she could cut back and others where she needed to invest more. By June 2024, she had updated her financial plan to better match her long-term goals. Sarah realized that reviewing her finances wasn't just about tracking spending. It was about making sure her money worked for her. She now felt more confident about her future, knowing she could adjust her plan whenever needed. Inspired by the financial discipline of Bill Gates, Sarah was ready to face any challenges that came her way. Credit management. In 2023, Jake, a recent graduate, was struggling with his credit score. After seeing the advice from Dave Ramsey and Robert Kiyosaki, he knew that improving his credit was essential for his financial future. Jake took steps to manage his credit wisely. He paid off small debts first, made payments on time, and avoided using too much of his available credit. By February 2024, his credit score had significantly improved, and he qualified for better loan terms and credit card offers. Jake realized that managing his credit wasn't just about borrowing money. It was about building a strong financial foundation. Inspired by the success stories of Oprah Winfrey and Jay-Z, Jake now had the financial tools to handle life's challenges with confidence and stability. Support network. In 2023, Rachel, a single mother, found herself overwhelmed by her finances after a sudden job loss. Feeling lost, she remembered the words of Oprah Winfrey and Tony Robbins, who both emphasized the importance of having a supportive financial network. Rachel reached out to a trusted financial advisor and joined an online support group of people facing similar challenges. With their guidance and encouragement, she learned new strategies to save, invest, and manage her money. By July 2024, Rachel had found a new job and built a stronger financial plan, all while feeling empowered by the support she had received. Rachel understood that financial resilience wasn't just about individual effort. It was about surrounding yourself with knowledgeable people who could offer advice and emotional support. Inspired by the stories of Michelle Obama and Mark Cuban, Rachel now knew she wasn't alone in her financial journey. Want to turn your debt into wealth? Stay tuned for our next video, Turning Debt into Wealth: Smart Recovery Tactics That Work. Don't forget to hit subscribe and join our growing community of savvy financial warriors.